Okay. This one's really small. We're going to make it 400. Woo! Let's see what we can do with this silly piece of Konica Minolta shit. Dedicated to Konica Minolta. Right. Okay. Right, got that there, and our colour balance. I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take the black all the way this time. Actually, it looks like I've decided to go negative positive, so I've got to change it around. The brightness is going to be employed on the darkest setting. We're going to add we're going to go all the way with the red because it goes cold. We're going to add a little bit of coolness in the hue, however. So go there, and I think that's it. And we're just going to take our original, which is really small. Okay, what is it? It is a Mentos wrapper. I find these all the time on the ground, but normally they're the bluey coloured ones. I think I've already done a blue one, so I'm doing this one, which is mainly pink or magenta and red and green, which is a lot more colourful than just the blue ones. So let's see how we go. Okay, let's see if that's come up a treat, and we can make it into a 4-way mirror image. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Whoa, we just got the edge of it. Interesting. I am wondering that the colour setup is good. I think we got to enlarge it even bigger. We're going to maybe blow it up that way and a little bit that way. So let's see what we can do with this piece of... Okay, right, so we're going to take this away. We're just going to throw it on the ground with all the other rubbish, and we're going to see if we can make something good out of this one. So there's our Mentos. We're just going to maybe... How are we going to enlarge this? This has got to be a little bit bigger. Well, let's see how we go. We're just going to overlap the edge a little bit. Just overlap it so we don't get huge borders from enlargement. So we're just going to overlap. I've just slightly gone off the edge there. So I've just got to line that up. We just got to make it a little bit. And we're just going to enlarge on the most. We'll soon find out how we're doing this. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I just lost my settings. Never fear, I'm going to reset. I've got to set it up anyway, so sorry I was gas bagging too long and not thinking to keep the machine in play. No, we don't want that. Sorry. Okay. Now we're going to enlarge this. So manually, we're going to do this. We're going to go, X is going to be 100 and... going 116. Actually, I think that's not enough. 120, I think, is more like it. And this one's going to go 300. Just going to try and be intuitive. We're going 370 for the vertical. And we just got to set this silly dumbass copier up. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to contrast, going to make it a little bit more contrasty. Copy density, going to darken it, even though it's not a negative image. We're making this negative image, keeping it the same way, so we're not going to make it negative again. 2 negatives equals a positive. So you probably learned that at school sometime. Well, I didn't learn much at school. School was a shit place for me in more ways than one. There were a few things I learned, but anyway, now we're going all the way with the black there. And what else we're going to set up? If there's anything else we need to do, I think we can call that one we can just go and run off our job and see how it looks. So yeah, see if we made this large enough. It's gonna look distorted, but that's what I want it to look anyway. Even though I wished I could have made a better job of it, the distortion will probably add more aesthetic appeal to it. So yeah, that's quite an interesting distortion actually. That looks really nice. I'm actually wondering if horizontally we're going to add a little bit more, but that looks good. I'm really happy overall with that. So I'm wondering if we're going to take it further. So we're going to go along the horizontal. I think that's what we're doing. So I'm thinking we're going to go that far. Was it 400? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to take this. We've still got a long way to go before we hit 400. So we're going to go 200. Just going to make it 200%. So let's see how that goes. See if we can make that look good. Out it comes. Let's see how we go. Okay. Whoa, I know what it is. It's actually, we're not going in the right direction. I nearly forgot. So maybe we're going to use this as a master copy, I think, or maybe not. I'm just wondering if maybe we enlarged it too much. No, we didn't enlarge it too much, but I'm confused. Maybe we're going to keep it like that, so we're just going to put our copy back to, I forgot how much, I think it was 120. So maybe less than 120, so maybe 111. We're going 111, legs 11. And maybe, so let's see if how we go with legs 11. See if legs 11 delivers a better result. See if we've made this better or worse. So yeah. Well, yeah, I think legs 11 makes it a bit better in some ways. But the only thing we got is we still got a nasty looking edge because we didn't line it up properly. We have to move it across the lip a bit more anyway. So we don't have to fart ass around with the positioning of this original. This original's got to be placed further toward the, well, it's hard to describe. And I also got to push it further to the edge like so. So we're just going to do a gear change here. So we're just going to touch that to the edge like so. So we're going to need a bigger enlargement on the horizontal anyway. And we're just going to make that edge go up a bit higher so we don't get the border at all. We're not meant to have a border around our major border, so now we're just going to change things around. I still think 370 is right for the vertical, but the horizontal could go a lot bigger now that we've changed the position. We're going to make this even better, so maybe we call it 130%. We're going 130 to anyway, let's see how this goes. I didn't do this very well. Already this demo is prolongated. Like, we've really made a meal out of something that probably could have been a lot easier. Sorry, folks, if you guys are okay to hang in for the long haul, so to speak, so that I finish off my demo. Anyway, that looks quite nice. That looks good. So I'm wondering if we're going to call it that, and we're going to make this into, so that's going to be the edge there. So I'm wondering, we're just throwing those aside. I'm wondering if we should have maybe made the vertical a little bit smaller. Oh, we're going to use up so much fucking paper. I'm going to have to replenish the paper from this. Even though I tried to make sure that I had enough in there. So I'm going to call this one 300 and 60. I'm calling it 360. And I think we can call that one okay. So we're just going to make another image. We're already just over 10 minutes into this demo, so we've really crunched this. We've really made something out of this that we shouldn't have. But hey, it shows I'm only human. I can't do everything right, even though I'm good at what I do. I still struggle to do it the way I'd like to do it. So that didn't turn out quite the way I was hoping. I'm just wondering if we're just going to... Maybe we're just going to run with this copy. I think we can run with it. I'm not sure. I'm not confident. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking up. I'm getting really fucked over this. We need to put that edge right over there. We've got to move it right over. We don't want that fucking... Oh, sorry about the prolongation, folks. I hope you do find my crankiness entertaining as well as funny. So let's see if we can make this. We're going to do this big time. We're going to go 270 that way. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm supposed to make this into a 4-way mirror image. This is a big demo. Sorry, guys. I keep saying sorry. What's the point of saying sorry? We know sorry is not always good enough. Sorry doesn't fix things. But anyway, I think that's a good size. It looks good. We got a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to get in there and finish the job. So we're going to use a lot of paper for this demo, so I might have to check the tray and see if I've got enough, because I don't want my demo to be interrupted by a paper out. I can't edit this video on YouTube like I used to, so if I had a 2-piece video, if a video was shot in 2 or more takes, I could stitch them together using the YouTube video editor. It used to have a fucking basic... It was as rough as guts. It was a really rough sort of a system, but it was a video editor, and it was good enough for most things that I had to do with it. Now they don't have it anymore. Obviously not enough people were using it, but I used to use it sometimes to stitch things together if I didn't feel like using the desktop editor, like Windows Movie Maker or whatever they call it. And Windows doesn't even have that anymore as part. You can't even download. It was a really good movie maker compared with the shit we have now with Windows 10. The video editing facility with Windows 10 really sucks. It's really basic and it's shit. And it doesn't work. You can't do much with it. So I downloaded another program which I ended up paying for, which is basically Wondershare video converter, which has a really crude video editing function. It's not as good as the Windows Movie Maker when it comes to movies, but it converts things. It does other things, but it's... Anyway, enough about that. I think we've made this prolongated enough. That looks really cool. I really like it. Gotta go.